Bengaluru, Aero India, 2025. The crowd held its breath, all eyes were on a single dot in the sky. That dot was Sergey Bogdan. He was piloting the Russian Su-57 fighter jet, and boy did he put on a show. Bogdan is no ordinary pilot, this guy is a legend. A veteran Russian test pilot with nerves of steel. He pushed the Su-57 to its absolute limits. Loops, spins, you name it. It was breathtaking stuff. The Su-57 roared through the sky. It was a beast unleashed. This wasn't just a display of power, it was a statement. Russia had arrived. And they meant business. The aroma of jet fuel and the roar of the engine filled the air. It was intoxicating. This was more than just an air show. It was a glimpse into the future of air combat. The Sukhoi Su-57, a name that sends shivers down the spines of its rivals. This fifth-generation fighter jet is a masterpiece of engineering. It's sleek, stealthy, and deadly. The Su-57 is designed to outperform anything in the sky. It boasts incredible speed and maneuverability. This thing can dance around its enemies, and then blow them to smithereens. But the Su-57 isn't just about brute force. Oh no. This jet is packed with advanced technology. It has a powerful radar system that can spot enemies from miles away. And its electronic warfare suite is second to none. The Su-57 is a game changer. It represents the cutting edge of Russian military might. And it's here to stay. Bogdan treated the audience to a masterclass in aerial acrobatics. He threw the Su-57 around the sky like it was a toy airplane. But this was no child's play. This was serious business. One moment, the jet was soaring high above the ground. The next, it was performing a death-defying nosedive. The crowd gasped. They'd never seen anything like it. Bogdan executed a series of maneuvers that seemed impossible. He pulled off a 120-degree angle of attack. The jet was practically vertical. Then, he made it hover, at 600 meters. The crowd erupted in applause. This was what they had come to see. This was true aviation mastery. Sergey Bogdan knows a thing or two about Indian pilots. He's trained them himself, and he's been impressed. He's full of praise for their skill and dedication. They're some of the best in the world, he said. They're eager to learn and they're not afraid to push themselves. Bogdan's presence at Aero India was more than just a flying visit. It was a symbol of the growing relationship between Russia and India. The two countries have been strategic partners for decades, and Bogdan's visit was a sign that this partnership is only going to get stronger. Section 5. F-35 versus Su-57, a face-off in the Indian sky. The Aero India show wasn't just a one-horse race. The Americans were there too, with their own fifth-generation fighter jet, the F-35 Lightning II. The F-35 is a formidable machine packed with technology. But it's not the only game in town. The Su-57 is a serious contender. And the two jets went head-to-head, at least in the eyes of the spectators. Photos of the two jets side by side were everywhere. It was a visual representation of the global power struggle, the US versus Russia. The F-35 may be stealthier, but the Su-57 is faster and more maneuverable. It's a classic clash of styles. Section 6. Forging Alliances, the Russian-Indian Defense Tango. The Su-57's debut in India was a major event. It underscored the deep ties between Russia and India in the defense sector. Russia has been India's primary arms supplier for decades, and the Su-57 is seen as a symbol of this enduring partnership. But it's not just about selling jets, it's about building relationships. Russia and India are working together on a range of defense projects, and this cooperation is only going to grow in the future. India wants to beef up its defenses, and they know that Russia is the partner they can rely on. Section 7. Ramping up production, the future of the Su-57. The Su-57 is more than just a showpiece, it's a key part of Russia's defense strategy, and they're investing heavily in its production. The Komsomolsk-on-Amur plant is humming with activity. New facilities are being built, production lines are being expanded. They're gearing up to churn out these bad boys. Russia is serious about the Su-57, and they see it as a major export opportunity. They've already secured their first international customer, and they're hoping to sell it to many more. The Su-57 is here to stay. It's going to be a major player in the global arms market for years to come. Section 8. Post-flight rituals. A glimpse into Bogdan's routine. After his heart-stopping performance, you'd think Bogdan would reach for a stiff drink. But no, this is a man of discipline. First he takes a cold shower. It helps him cool down after the intense heat of the cockpit. Then, it's time for some exercise. Those G-forces take their toll. He needs to keep his body in peak condition. Finally he relaxes, reflecting on another successful flight. Section 9. Legacy of a Maverick, Sergey Bogdan's enduring impact. Sergey Bogdan isn't just a pilot, he's an ambassador for Russian aviation. And he's a symbol of the enduring partnership between Russia and India. He's a reminder that even in a world of drones and missiles, there's still a place for human skill and courage. His performance at Aero India 2025 will be talked about for years to come. It was a display of aviation brilliance, and it cemented his place in the history books. Sergey Bogdan, remember the name.